Hi, everybody. Today, I want to introduce you to the concept of evidential mediumship. What is evidential mediumship? Well, this is the way I was trained, and I actually love this method because Mavis Patilla, James Van Praagh, and Paul Jacobs were really hardcore regarding before you deliver a message to anybody, the message isn't going to matter if you haven't given them evidence that their loved one is even there, right? If somebody just tells me non-fluffy information, I'm really not that interested. Show me the data. Show me some evidence. So that's the way I work as a medium. So for example, I had a spontaneous spirit show up one day, and this was for a doctor. And I'm not going to say her name or give any identifying information, okay? Because I really do try to be respectful of people's privacy. But it was so amazing to me that Spirit showed up and she said, I am the aunt of this woman. And my name begins with M. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I said, well, we're communicating telepathically, okay? So I said, well, how did you die? And she said, I died of cancer. And I said, what age? And she said, 68 to 72. I wasn't quite sure, but I knew, and this is from James Van Praagh. He's like, come on, people, don't tell me within 10 years, get it within 5 years. So I knew about 68 to 72. So now I'm building my evidence, right? I know that she is an aunt to the woman. I know that she died from cancer between 68 to 72. Her name begins with M. And then the coolest thing, she showed me her hair. Now it's really funny how Spirit often shows me their wardrobe, their clothing, and how they do their hair. The reason they do that is Spirit always has to use what's in my repertoire of knowledge. So they typically show me clothing because I love clothing. I love the whole artistry of it. So this woman showed me that she had black hair. She relaxed it, but it wasn't dyed. And the distinguishing feature of her is she had a white skunk streak that went like this. And that's how everybody knew her. So now, not only do I have 4 pieces of evidence, I've got at least 5, and it's hardcore, very specific. There's no way I could have known this, okay? So to wrap this story up, it was very funny because when this doctor was finished working on me, and she said, Suzanne, do you have any follow-up questions? And I said, well, yes, but this one's kind of unusual. Of course, she had no idea where I was going. And I said, do you have a maternal aunt that died of cancer? And she was about this age, and her initial began with M, and she had a white skunk streak. And this woman, she did what every single person in my experience has done when you know and they know that Spirit is present. They step back. They physically step away from you. It's almost as if it's way too big for them to handle. She started to cry, and she's like, oh my gosh, yes. And she confirmed that her aunt's name, in fact, did begin with the initial M. So there you go, evidential mediumship. It's the best way, and it's one of the ways in which you can ask if you're shopping for a medium. You want to say, are you an evidential? Do you provide evidence before you go into my message, right? Because unless you've got the evidence, the person's not going to believe the message. So there you go, wrapping up today's series on evidential mediumship. 4 pieces, okay? All right then. Hey, you guys, if you want to follow me and along my journey and check out what's going on, please go to my website, SuzanneMaiden.com. There you can also sign up for my email newsletter. Also follow me on Facebook. Where else am I? Oh, I'm on YouTube. Okay. And if you like me, please leave a comment. I really appreciate feedback. Thank you, and bye for now.